Mart TV. In the last few years, there's been a great interest in people shooting 2.2 rimfires well beyond the accepted limits of their range ability. But generally, people consider a 2.2 long rifle, subsonic, whatever, about 50-yard gun, 100 push. However, with the interest in sports like centerfire precision rifle, there's now a rimfire league, and believe you me, rimfire shooting is a lot of fun. It's cheap, it's easy on the shoulder, it's easy on the noise, and it's just a great way of continuation training. A number of the companies have picked up on this, and they're producing sort of heavy barreled, almost centerfire type precision rifles to either act as I said, as a trainer or in a separate league. This is Ruger's entry into the race. It's the Ruger Precision Rimfire Long Range Target. It's based on their centerfire long range target, which you may recall Ed Jackson, the editor of Mart, looked at last year in 6.5 Creedmoor. It's virtually the same gun in terms of build and layout and stock, but obviously it's rimfire, should we say. So, start at the front. You've got the heavy 22-inch barrel. It's threaded half by 28 UNEF, so you've got to think about what can you put on it, because most UK rimfire cans are half by 20 UNF. I've got a little Barton Gunworks 6.5 on there. It's off my Grendel, and it's a really quiet little can, as you'll see. Moving back to the action, it's good. This is very much a different rifle from Ruger's flagship 7722 range. In fact, in many ways it's taken over, it's almost half the price. It's very standard, big bolt handle, a nice what I like, a tang mounted safety, which is just glorious. Comes with a Picatinny rail as standard, which is quite nice. You don't have to worry about the Ruger mounts, therefore there's nothing wrong with Ruger mounts, but you don't worry about the fact that they're not high enough, so you can put what you like on this rail. Feed is from a 10-round mag, which you'd be familiar to in a 1022 or a 7722. They call it the BX1 10 round, but typically for Ruger, it will also handle the BX25 25 shot and BX15 15 shot, which is quite nice. And we go in and out nice and easy, very good. The stock is, though it looks like it's polymer, it's not. It's actually wood laminate, but it has a paint skin over it, which is like this rather attractive sort of buff green colour with a speckled overweb of black. Makes it quite grippy, and again you have the, it's a bit Macmillan-like stock with a very pronounced vertical pistol grip. You can adjust the length of pull by shims here, and straight off the Precision Rimfire, which is again a copy of their main rimfire gun, you have a height adjustable and length adjustable cheek piece, which again is really useful. Underneath you've got M-lock adapters, so you can put what you like on. It doesn't come with anything, but I dug out an M-lock adapter from Magpul, stuck it on there, and I've got a Harris Biker on there, which is quite nice. The other thing it has, again, is sockets for QD sling swivels, cap-type swivels, front and back. A little tiny grasping hook here. As you can see, it's a handy rifle all round. The trigger is their marksman trigger unit, which, to be brutally honest, is really a copy of the old Savage's AccuTrigger. It's user adjustable, and you cannot set it too low, so it's quite nice. If you set it too low, it goes into fail-safe mode. All you have to do is just reset it. It's very simple. So big bolt handle. Nothing wrong with the gun at all. It's very, very nice indeed. And it's really want to see what it's up against in terms of the competition, because there's a few good guns out there. CZ have got a precision version of their 457, and Tikka's T1X is gaining popularity, and it has what they call a crossover barrel, which is slightly lighter than this, but still more aimed at the heavier barrel for more rigidity. But that is essentially the rifle. We can do some shooting with it, shoot some groups, and also over the chrono. I've picked 4 different sorts of ammunition for it. First of all, SK Long Range Max, which is a 140 grain load. It's rated by everybody as probably one of the best match type rounds out there. Then I've got high velocity HP from RWS, I think people are still going to hunt with these things, regardless of what they may be made for. I see a lot of people thinking, this is nice, I can sit off the bonnet, I can snipe at 100 yards on bunnies. And of course I've got 2 subsonic loads, which is what we use for most hunting in the UK. This is my favourite, the 42 grain subsonic max from Winchester. And this is the one that replaced, this is the 40 grain subsonic. Again, 2 great loads. So we'll see how they grow. We'll be grouping at 50 yards initially to see what we can get, and then I'll push it out to 100. And the good thing about this is, from the box, this has got the right stock. It's got pretty much everything going for it. Whereas some of the other guns, you do have to think, yeah, this is really a sporting rifle that I could use as a longer range gun, but I need a better stock, or I need a higher comb or something. So in many ways, this is what you're getting, which is quite nice. What do I think of the rifle? Mixed, really. It's a handy gun to shoot. I did find to pull a little bit short, and there was no extra shims or spacers in the box. And it's a pity, because I could have done with another ½ inch, and I just thought the Ruger might have supplied some. The adjustable comb cheek piece is brilliant, plus the fact you can shove it forward and back, and it's a really nice design. And once it's locked in, it's good and solid. Trigger's great. Action's great. You just in and out, easy to shoot, easy to manipulate from the shoulder. Reliable, feeds good. The tank mounted safety for me is just a dream. I love tank mounted safeties. If you're wondering, the scope I've used is a Discovery 4-24x50 SFIR. Illuminated reticle, first focal plane, side parallax, turrets are lift to unlock, and overall it's a cracking scope. The clicks are in 0.1 of a mil, which is quite nice. That's at 100 yards, that's 0.36 of an inch, and you can dial it easily, and it's got a ½ mil / reticle in it. And I was doing a lot of stuff at 100 where I needed 2.5 of mil on the reticle, dropping it in, and that's not a bad way to use it. Dialing's great, but it's a little bit slower. But if you know what your drops are and know where they are, you can just come up and shoot. It's nice. One thing I did find was that the larger BX mags were a little bit loose in the well. They fed, but sometimes you've got a bit of a hesitation on it because they were slapping around a bit. The 10 was fine. I'm just a little bit surprised. It's almost like the mag well is a little bit wide. If you use these, you just got to be aware that there's a little bit more movement. Really, not a lot bad to say about the gun. The ammunition thing was interesting, as we shall see, but I rather liked it. It offers a gun that can, ping off rabbits 100 yards plus, and also if you want to do a little bit of long range rimfire, on steels and things. And I think it's fully capable. The only problem I did have is that when I started the test, I said we were using RWS high velocity. My bad. I had 2 boxes. The second box was empty. I hadn't thrown it away, so I didn't have enough of HV to carry on. So what I did, I had some CCI mini mag, and as you can see, that shot very well at 50, and at 100 yards. Most of the loads, say at least 3 loads, were just bopping off 1 inch type bits of clay in the bank and things like that. Okay, here's the test target. 12 o'clock, the Winchester Max shot 1 inch by about, I would say, ½ inch. CCI Mini Mag, again 1 inch by about 1/4 of an inch. The 40 grain sub typically shows just under 1 inch group, but with 1 flyer, which is often the way with these things, making it 1.5 inches. Best of all is the SK at 0.7, though it's strung itself angling up the target. I think that you find the right ammo. The barrel might be running in a bit because it's a brand new rifle, but overall, if you're looking for what I would term as a total package, then this rifle has it all. You don't need to do anything apart from put a moddy on, put a scope on, and start shooting it. Okay, it's Pete Moore signing off. Thanks for looking. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel and comment. And if you'd like to see anything that I can get hold of that you want to see, then either drop it in the comment or you can contact me via the website.